Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're exploring a really fascinating strategic transformation happening within the Indian Army. Our sources, a pretty solid collection of articles and research, they're showing a major organizational overhaul.
That's absolutely right. And our mission here, in this exploration is to really understand how these unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, drones, basically are shifting.
Yeah.
Shifting from being secondary sort of ad hoc tools to becoming core frontline assets, really essential for modern warfare. This isn't just like an upgrade. It's a fundamental change in how they're thinking about combat doctrine.
So what's the main driver here? The primary purpose behind such a significant move? Why now?
Well, the core purpose is really to dramatically enhance intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance ISR, as it's known. And importantly, to enable much more precise strikes. The new structure means you have dedicated, highly trained teams for drone ops, and that leads to much more rapid, data-driven decision-making right there on the battlefield. It's about being proactive, not reactive, getting that information edge.
Okay, right. Information edge. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Was there a specific event, something that accelerated this, a catalyst?
Absolutely. Yeah, there was a brief military confrontation with Pakistan back in May, which sources refer to as Operation Sindoor. That seems to have been the key moment. Both sides used drones extensively for surveillance, for targeted strikes. And that experience, it just proved unequivocally that drones aren't just nice to haves, not just force multipliers anymore. They're fundamental, absolutely fundamental to modern network-centric warfare.
Network-centric warfare. Okay, that's a term we hear a lot. Can you break that down a bit? What does that mean practically in this context? How do the drones fit?
Right, so think of it like this. A battlefield where information just flows instantly between everyone, from the soldier on the ground right up to command. And this allows for incredibly fast, coordinated responses. Drones, in this picture, they become the eyes and ears, constantly feeding real-time data into this network. It lets commanders see, decide, and act at a speed that was, pretty much unimaginable before. The lessons from Sindoor directly fed this new doctrine.
Got it. So speed and information. Given this new approach, what does it actually look like on the ground in terms of the Army's structure? How are they integrating these drones?
It's a really deep restructuring, embedding drones right into the fabric of different units. So, for example, infantry and commando battalions, they'll now have their own dedicated drone units. For platoon, for company-level surveillance, close and eyes. And what's really significant, I think, is they're raising 30 entirely new Pyarov-like commando battalions. These are specifically designed for high-risk roles that heavily involve drones. It signals a real pivot towards specialized, agile, precision operations.
Wow, okay. 30 new battalions just focused on drones? That's a massive commitment. What about other arms, like artillery? Traditionally about heavy firepower, right?
Exactly. And even they are changing. Artillery regiments are adapting their standard 3-battery setup. They're adding a third drone battery specifically for surveillance and combat support roles, targeting, observation. Plus, they're getting these new Divyastra batteries. These feature long-range guns combined with something called loitering munitions.
Loitering munitions sounds potent. Can you quickly explain those?
Yeah, think of them almost like kamikaze drones. They can fly to an area, circle overhead, loiter for quite a while, waiting, observing, until the perfect moment to identify and then strike a target with high precision. It really extends the artillery's reach and ability to hit specific targets accurately, even deep behind enemy lines. And it's not just the combat arms seeing these changes.
Oh, so engineers too, how do they fit in?
Yes, absolutely. Engineer regiments will get a new drone section in each company. For crucial tasks like mine detection from the air, reconnaissance of routes or obstacles, even mapping terrain quickly. Very practical uses. And beyond just adding drones to units, existing brigades are actually converting into what they're calling Rudra brigades.
Rudra brigades? What makes them different?
These are meant to be integrated, multi-domain formations. They combine infantry, armor, artillery, and drones all under one command structure. The idea is they can operate more independently, almost like self-sufficient battle groups, managing their own intelligence, their own strike capabilities.
Integrated, multi-domain, independent, sounds like a big shift. And the tech behind all this, are they buying off the shelf or is there a push for local development?
There's a very strong emphasis on acquiring advanced indigenous technology. That's key. This includes things like mail drones, medium altitude, long endurance. These aren't your small quadcopters. Mail drones can stay up for long hours, cover huge areas for surveillance, and carry weapons for precision strikes over long distances. They offer strategic persistence. They're also focusing heavily on those loitering munitions we mentioned, and sophisticated anti-drone systems too you need to counter the other side's drones. This whole initiative really is a major push towards self-reliance, building a stable domestic supply chain. Not just emergency buys from abroad, it's about strategic independence in the long run.
What an exploration. It's just so clear that drones have moved from the sidelines right to the center stage of military strategy. Not just an add-on anymore.
Absolutely foundational. And connecting this to the bigger picture, it really brings up a question for you, for everyone listening, to think about. How will this kind of deep integration of drone technology continue to reshape conflict itself, and maybe even the roles people play within military forces worldwide? What really stands out to you about this profound shift we're seeing?
Definitely something to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive today. Keep exploring how technology is constantly redefining our world.